Let's get straight into it. We're here after the first pay-per-view of the year with UFC 311, and this fight card, honestly, is pretty underwhelming, in my opinion. Nothing special. A lot of late pullouts in the card, but let's be real, wasn't that strong of a card to begin with, and the late pullouts only made it worse. We lost the main event with Arman pulling out due to back injuries. Johnny Walker pulled out of his fight against Bogdan. Look, it's probably a smart move from Johnny. As we saw, this dude could be the on-paper version of Anthony Smith, so he might have avoided, an unfavourable result there. We also had a number of other changes to the card, with Grant Dawson moving up into the prelims and some other changes on the card. It's a bit of a mess. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the fights. Starting with Grant Dawson versus Diego Ferreira. This was a solid fight, back and forth at the times. Ultimately, Dawson just too good. Winning overall in the striking, showing some solid grappling and sub attempts. Dawson ended up getting the UD after 3 rounds. Not too much into it. Looking forward to seeing Dawson's next fight. Unlucky for Ferreira, but we'll move on to the next one. We have Mr. On-Paper Anthony Smith, also known as Bogdan Guskov, up against Billy Elikana. This is one of those fights again. Wasn't initially scheduled. It was meant to be Johnny Walker in Billy's spot. I ended up a late replacement there. We'll keep it short and sweet for this one. Bogdan just way too good for Walker. For Walker's late replacement. Had the advantage basically wherever the fight went. Won with a second round submission via guillotine. Moving on, we have Zachary Reese versus Azamat Bakayev. Once again, another late one. So basically we had Bakayev replacing Cedric Dumas, who pulled out. This was a tough one for Reese. Look, Reese is he's alright in the stand up. He's pretty good. He's looking alright. Ultimately, just not good enough. Got KO'd via ground and pound while attempting to go for a sub on Azamat. And then got KO'd again by the ref, who slammed the back of Reese's head into the canvas. Good win by Azamat. Excited to see him move up. He looks like one of these another up and coming, Dagestani, Crimean, Caucasian fellas. Doing well, and he's on a bit of a tear at the moment. We'll see what he does moving on. Up next we have Peyton Talbot versus Raoni Barcelos. This is one I covered in my pre-fight picks as well. Look, Talbot, let's just be real, Talbot got fraud checked here. This is supposed to be a home run for Talbot to help build him up. But like I said, styles make fights, and the old crafty vet in Barcelos had a few tricks up his sleeves and made it a tough night for Talbot. He was able to get away with the UD. Maybe Talbot should spend less time painting his nails and hanging out with Frank Ocean, because this has put a roadblock on his rise in the division. And he's definitely he's no Sugar Sean O'Malley. He took his time and built it up right, and he beat who he was supposed to beat. Talbot just ain't there, man. You would have expected him, to sort of just walk away with this one. He wasn't able to do that, so unlucky for Talbot. Definitely lost a bit of hype, bit of aura, but here's what it is. He's still young, got plenty of time to rebuild, and we'll move on. Up next, onto the main card, it is Kevin Holland versus Reina de Ritter. Man, what can you do at this point other than just laugh? Like, for real, Holland, he's just a guy you can never rely on to win. The dude, as soon as he gets to the ground, is basically over. Like, Holland's a fun fighter when he isn't giving up or making dumb decisions and, acting like he meant to be here, he wants to be on the ground and whatever, it's all good, and then getting choked out. At this point, there's no chance of title contention for this man. Might be time for Holland to try bare knuckle or 1FC or something. Congratulations to de Ritter. As I said in my prediction, if it got to the ground, it was probably game over for Holland, and it was. De Ritter got Holland down, took his back and subbed him via rear naked choke in the first round. Like, it's hard to be a fan of Kevin Holland, man. He's an entertaining dude, a fun dude, hero. He fucking basically Batman by day, Batman by night. He's out there stopping criminals on the reg. Like, I think this guy's stopped fucking an arm hold up, caught some dude stealing a car. He does shit like that all the time. He's fun. Enjoy watching anything with him in it, but the man just, I don't know, dude. I think he needs to focus on his career a bit more, or, I don't know. He could have went, one way, and he went the wrong way by the looks of it. It was looking good for him early on in his career, but yeah, not looking good for Kevin Holland now. But on to the winner, De Ritter. Good win. Nothing crazy in the stand-up as expected. Man's never going to be a champ, unless his stand-up does some fucking drastic changes and he ends up the next fucking Rico Van Hooven. But he's not that young and he's not got that much time. But crazy things do happen. So look, good luck to him, good win, and we'll move on. Odd one here. So up the card we have Jailton Almeida versus Sergey Spivak. I had Almeida winning this one before the fight, but not in the method he did. It was actually a good fight until it finished. Spivak looked fitter than usual, ready to fight. He was looking good on the feet, as expected. Had a moment where he was able to actually get Almeida down and land some ground and pound with some solid elbows on Almeida. Unfortunately, wasn't able to maintain it, and it wasn't enough. Almeida was able to get up, and then with Almeida landing actually some nice heavy blows on the feet himself, hurt Spivak, and then taking him down and winning via TKO for some nasty ground and pound. It was impressive. You don't see too much striking out of Almeida, but he does have a bit of explosion and power in him. Wasn't sure he'd have enough, to take out some of these heavyweights. He definitely won't against, the bigger, better heavyweights, but this is still a solid win. Good win by Almeida, expected, just not in the method he did it in necessarily, but yeah, good on him. Spivak, look on the feet, man, he looked pretty good kicks, he's pretty technical. Overall, he's a solid heavyweight. He probably wouldn't be ranked in any other divisions, and he might not be ranked anymore. Well, I don't even know. Was he ranked before? I think he was. On the lower end of the 15, from memory. Anyway, he'll be going down further. Unlucky for him. Good win by Almeida. And let's move on. Next up, we have the feature fight. Yuri Prohaska versus Jamal Hill, fighting a light heavyweight. Yeah, this was a scrap. This was one of the best fights on the card. Both men came to fight. We got to witness the power of Autism up against the Hood Hustle. And Autism came out on top with our man Yuri walking away with the third round TKO. But this was a hell of a fight. Each guy had their moments in this fight. Hill had some beautiful inside boxing when they'd clinch up, land uppercuts and shit. Some nice knees as well to the body usually, and some nice body work. Yuri was landing big on the feet with big left hand counters all day. Some beautiful knees as well in the clinch. Both guys, hurt each other multiple times, but we had Yuri getting the win in the third round as I predicted via TKO. I said it before, I gotta say though, man, both men looked good in this fight. Yuri's head movement was better than ever. His striking was good, but Yuri's timing and awkward style were just too much. Too much power, too big, too strong. Hard to read. Hill having his moments. It was a competitive fight, but Yuri able to take that power. Hill just, unfortunately, wasn't his night. Wasn't good enough. I can see him beating Yuri, but not tonight. Yuri too good, and good on Yuri. Good to see him back in the winning column after a couple of tough losses. But that's it for that one. Moving up, we have the co-main event, and Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Like fucking, who gives a shit? Couldn't care which one of these cunts win, honestly. Let's just be real. They're both fucking very similar, very boring fighters. Either of these guys could champion the sport, that fucking division's in the shitter. I guess at least with Umar, you get the whole Khabib fan base and the Muslim fan base and shit, because they just support whoever's got their name and their religion. Merab, man, this man's something else. He's crazy. Look, let's get into the fight though. It's a competitive fight. Both men were well matched on the feet and grappling, both having their moments at times. Early on, Umar was able to shut down the grappling from Merab, get the better strikes in on the feet. In the first two rounds, I thought he won both of those pretty clearly. Coming into the third round, Umar started to slow, and Merab does what he does. Began to take over slowly and surely, spamming his fucking takedowns till the cows come home, and just putting relentless pressure on Umar. Swinging like a blind man, just basically rushing in head first to make some sort of contact. In the end, it was too much for Umar, And although still competitive, Merab took over and clearly won round 3 to 5. Once again, winning in the worst way possible, as fucking usual, but still winning. This man needs to be studied. Like, he's showing superhuman levels of cardio here. I've never seen anything like it. He'll just continuously spam takedown after takedown after takedown, and literally until you get too tired to defend them anymore. He never gets tired. If he can, like, I don't know what you got to do to this man to break him or to get him to slow down. This man does not get tired. And I've got a feeling he's been dabbling in some horse meat, some Mexican supplements, courtesy of the CEO of EPO, TJ Killershaw, because this shit's fucking ridiculous. I've never seen anything like it. This is the equivalent of Francis Ngannou's power, but instead of the craziest power ever, this dude's cardio is just so far ahead of everyone else's. Like, take whoever you think has good cardio, Max Holloway, Tony Ferguson, fucking whoever else, and take it to another level. There's no one else on Merab's level for cardio. Yeah, it's crazy. He's either got something genetically, which is possible that just, no one can compete with him. Continuous explosive movements that just don't seem to have any effect on his cardio. Or the man is enhanced chemically. Which with the removal of USADA, it's more likely than ever. I hope not. I hate seeing fucking drug cheats in the sport. But, which, I believe this man has actually got done for drug cheating before. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. Innocent until proven guilty. Unless there's clear signs of drug use. Anyway, fuck this dude, but look, it still was a good win. Congratulations to him. He did beat tough competition. He did win at the end of the day. Unfortunately for Umar, he's going to be left out of the team's bath party tonight to think about the shame he's brought on his brothers and what he's done. He's not going to be having a good one. He's got a broken hand, I think, too. But fuck these two. They don't deserve any more of our time. Moving on to the main event of the evening. Initially, this is meant to be Islam Makhachev versus Arman Tsarukyan in the rematch. Instead, we got Islam versus Manny Moicano. Hey, let me tell you something. This was how you all thought it was going to go, I think. Look, I'm a huge fan of Moicano, but let's be real, his chances of winning were very, very slim. But, look, let's get into the fight. It's short, but there's some interesting things in there. Round 1 starts, Moicano out the gate, pressuring Islam, looking quick. Moicano, he's not known for his speed. He's been slowing down, especially over the years, but he was looking ready to go, looking pretty quick on the feet. Landed a low kick on Islam, and then got a nice body kick and another low kick. And then Islam goes for a straight to the body. Islam throws a head kick, blocked by Money. Money throws a jab, just out there probing. Body kick from Islam. Money actually catches it. Islam's just out there looking for openings. Tries a left high kick, gets blocked again via Moicano. Money looking for the jab and low kick, doesn't land. Islam lands a straight right down the pipe. Money lands a nice little uppercut and Islam slips. As Islam slips. Some people saying it was a knockdown. Could be. He did land pretty solid. I don't think it was big enough to knock Islam down, but maybe someone need to go back over. At first glance, I thought just nice contact. Also, while Islam was either off balance or slipping, but still a beautiful strike by Renato. Islam goes for a takedown. Money, fights it, he does alright. Islam eventually gets a takedown. Wasn't doing much on top. Looking for positions, chain wrestling, fucking looking for openings. Eventually, Money scrambles, but he's unable to get back up. Islam taps Money. First round submission via Darce choke. Arguably, Money's shoulder injury gets exploited here. Taking nothing away from Islam. Great win. He's just too good. Unfortunate for Money, but I'm sure he got paid for it. And there's no shame in losing to Islam. This doesn't do anything to hurt Moicano in terms of name value or anything. Hopefully he can, he'll fight someone still ranked and get paid well for it. I'm sure in his next fight. I think the fans are starting to get around Moicano. Even with the loss, I'd hope they stick with him because I'm a big fan of him. Look, Now, on Islam, it's a great win. People are saying they want to see him move up to fight Bilal welterweight. I don't want to see that yet. He's still got more to do at lightweight. He's got Arman. We still need to see the rematch between these two. Arman has grown so much since their last fight, and they're the two, they're both clearly the best fighters in the division. We get the rematch, we see who really is the man, and if Islam wins that, he moves up to welterweight, and I think he fucking beats Bilal handily. But as well, let's just say, congratulations to Islam. He set the new record for lightweight, 4 title defenses, surpassing BJ Penn, his brother Khabib, and I can't remember who the other fighter is, but they all had 3 defenses. He's now got 4, and he surpasses the great Khabib. So well done to him, and look, it looks like I'd imagine he'll probably get another defense on there, so moving up to 5 before he goes up, and potentially wins the welterweight strap. So look, that's it for the main event. That's it for my review of UFC 311. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, and have a good one. Cheers, lads.